You are now tuning into Youth Voices Amplified, a podcast production from the Community Enrichment Project, a youth civic engagement nonprofit in Washington, D.C. Today's episode, Youth Creating Change, was hosted by our youth hosts, Santana and Shania. If you'd like to comment or connect with us, email us at info@thecepdc.com or check us out on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at the CEP DC. Thanks for listening.
Hi, I'm Sam here with
Shania Jones,
and we're going to talk about what the youth can change their community. So, do you think that the youth can change their community?
I do believe the youth can change their community. A lot of adults feel as though some children do not know, are really not educated or experienced enough to be able to do a lot of things or have a lot of impact. But you could be surprised what you can learn from a younger person just based off things that they've gone through. And it's unfortunate how a lot of people try to belittle situations that the youth goes through, because you can really learn a lot from them and different things.
Okay, so in your community, do you think that the youth has changed anything for the better or for the worse?
I think the youth has tried to make an impact on a lot of things, especially in like our schools, with things that they want to change or they believe that are right or wrong. The youth, one thing about us is that we're really powerful and we don't have a problem with using our voice and using our talents. So I do think we have impacted our communities in a lot of ways.
Do you think that this generation especially is just standing up for anything and everything because we're so exposed to so many different things and we feel almost, like you said, powerful enough to change the world? So do you think that we're taking more initiative than, not than other generations, but do you think we're being more at the forefront and stuff?
I do, because it is always taught to us that we are powerful and that we should use our voice. So I think that since we've been told that so many times in the past, that we are like more progressive with it and we use it more than other past generations, because we are told that we are the next, doctors, we are the next this, we are the next that. So I think that we try to make a good name for ourselves and try to impact our communities in that way, because we've been told that we have the power to.
Okay. If you haven't, how will you change your community in the future?
I plan on changing my community by just uplifting others and, passing on good energy to other people, which is what I already do, but I plan on continuing to do that because it's always best to uplift, a fellow person and bring somebody else. You don't know what everybody else is going through, so if you could just make a person smile or just give them words of encouragement, then that's empowering your community in that way. It's the small things that can make your community better.
If I had to change my community, I would definitely, I think there is already after-school programs. Like, there's SAC, which means they have before and after care at schools. But I definitely would do something more Boys and Girls Club type thing in my community, where we want young people who have lots and lots of energy. We want to use that energy so they can channel it into like sports or volunteer work, help them get their hours for school, or just, again, sports, so they can just be active and participate with other youth their age, just giving them positive things to do instead of them sitting at home doing nothing or just sitting in their communities doing negative things, Giving them a positive outlet, I think, can also help change my community and also help other youth feel like they can change their community as well, which is why I think the Community Enrichment Project is a great organization, because they want the youth to feel empowered. They want the youth to feel like they have a voice and they can use that voice and not be scared to stand up for what they believe in, but also giving them the tools they need to know that they can stand up for what they believe in, when they put their minds to it. So to wrap it up, why do you think that there's this stigma that youth can't change the community?
Well, I think there's a stereotype placed on the youth that we're, again, like I said, inexperienced and too young to know any better. So I think people don't really take the youth serious. But I do believe that that can possibly change if we do more and get more active, which we have been doing. So we kind of make a name for ourselves in that way.